Hi, today's video is about anxiety and panic, so the difference between the two. So firstly, it's helpful to look at fear. So fear is a response to something that's directly in front of us that we experience right there and then. So if you're walking down the street and somebody's walking a very ferocious dog and it's snarling and saliva running down its face and it's being very angry, you experience fear. Your amygdala, rightly so, experiences a direct threat in front of you, and it creates a response to that. And there are the 5 F's, so it's fight, flight, freeze, friend, or faint, where you lose consciousness. So that's a normal response. Now, if you have a fear of something that's not dangerous, say you're scared of all dogs and there was a tiny little chihuahua or something that was barking and you were petrified, then that would be called anxiety. It's an irrational response to something that can't really hurt you. You're a lot bigger than that dog. Also, it could be that something that is not happening at that time. So you'll start thinking, well, I don't want to go to the park in case I see a vicious dog when they might not be there. So that would be what we call anxiety. Now, anxiety, there are lots and lots of symptoms. You can get flushing, shortness of breath, palpitations, palm sweating, your breathing rate increases and things like that. Now, the difference between panic and anxiety is that panic attacks, and I've had all of these, is an immediate response where you think you're going to die. The sensations within you that you get within your body and your mind tell you at that moment you're going to die. And that's the difference between anxiety and panic. So it's important to make a distinction between those two words because we treat them very similarly, but they're very, very different things. And we can work differently with them. But panic attacks are awful, really, really awful. It's one of the worst things that I've ever had. Now, I'm going to give you a technique that will help you with stress, anxiety, low mood, and things like that, or even panic. Essentially, panic is where you've overloaded your whole body. In fact, anxiety or generalized anxiety is the same, where there's no response to it. It just happens, and normally it happens when you relax. So I found with my anxiety, it was when I was going to sleep. So when I had a bath, it was when I sat down to watch TV. Every time my body went into relax, what happened, all the things that I was pushing away, all the stresses and anxieties all came back and hit me. Now, I cured this myself. I went for counselling and didn't find it very helpful. I had 30 odd sessions and I still had anxiety and panic attacks at the end. So what I did is I sat in the library every evening and learned all the tools and techniques to help you. I helped myself over a period of 6 months to cure myself so that I'm now become an expert at it. So we're going to use my LIMA protocol. If you do a search on the internet, LIMA protocol, I've actually got a printed handout which you can see, and it's all over the internet. You should be able to find it. I'm going to teach you how to do it now. So when you're feeling stressed, anxious, low mood, anything like that, feel it and you want to change, especially now with the coronavirus and things like that. So what you first do is you sit facing a wall or something in front of you. You put your feet flat on the floor, hands on your lap. Try and turn your hands palm up if you can. That's more of a kind of relaxed roll. And then loosen your shoulders and loosen your jaw. And loosen here around your eyebrows as well. Sit back in your chair and I want you to focus on a point slightly above your eye, your field of vision, so about 45 degrees, 90 degrees, something like that, but just above where you're looking. So 45 degrees probably ideal. So the first thing what you do, the L stands for loosen and make your muscles limp and lazy. So just take a moment to make all your muscles loose, limp and relaxed. That's the L. The I is to inhale diaphragmatically. So what you do is you inhale and you push your stomach out. So you breathe in, instead of pushing your shoulders up and go, gasping breath, they're anxious breaths, stress breaths. You breathe in, push your stomach forward. You can put your hand on your stomach to do this, as I'm doing now. And then when you breathe out, breathe in, hold the breath. Do that for a few breaths. Now, the M is for meditation. Now you're meditating on this single point. As soon as your peripheral vision, your vision out here, your foveal vision is what you're looking at, but your peripheral vision, as soon as that blurs, you're in a state of eyes open hypnosis, meditation. Some would call it mindfulness, but you don't need to be in this state to be mindful. Now, when you're in this state, when it blurs, then you can do your A, which is for affirmations. And then if you're suffering with panic or anxiety, I want you to say to yourself, I'm safe, I'm calm and relaxed. Say it in your mind, just keep saying it over and over, doing those breaths. I'm safe, I'm calm and relaxed. Make sure the blurriness is there. Keep repeating those affirmations over and over again. Now, affirmations won't work unless you're in this state, because we're changing the brain waves from beta waves to alpha waves. If you're saying affirmations in beta waves, they don't stick. They come in and bounce off. Whenever you're in alpha waves, they'll stick. So when I work with my sports psychology clients, preparing them for maybe world championships and things like that, I use this technique to deal with performance anxiety. I do it with my therapy, my psychotherapy and hypnotherapy clients to deal with anxiety. It's a fantastic technique. Please do use it. And if you know anyone who's struggling, please do share it with them. So I'd love your comments and feedback about the video. Please like and subscribe and share. And let me know your thoughts. But honestly, please do share it with somebody who is struggling at the moment. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you. Take care.